Hi guys, welcome to my channel Radhika's lesson. Let's get started with chapter 4, ratio and proportion algebra. It's part 1. First part of it, we'll just understand what it is. Ratio, comparison of two quantities by division is called ratio. That is, stating first quantity is how many times that of the second one. Now, what are the properties of ratio? Let's understand. Ratio of numbers A and B is written as A is to B or A upon B. A is called the predecessor, first term, and B is called successor, second term. Now, second property is in the ratio of two numbers, if the second term is 100, that is denominator is 100, then it is known as percentage. Example, say 99 upon 100. We call it as percentage. Third property, if the terms are multiplied or divided by non-zero number, then the ratio remains unchanged. For example, if 3 is to 4 is the ratio, then if I am multiplying 3 with 2 as well as 4 with 2, the ratio is 6 is to 8. So, the value does not change of the ratio. So, A is to B is equal to A, K is constant, A into K is to B into K, K is non-zero number. So, fourth point, the quantities taken in the ratio must be expressed in the same unit. Now, we'll check out the example. The ratio of 2 kg and 300 gram. Now, cannot be written as 2 is to 300 because this unit is kilogram and this unit is gram. So, both the ratios should have same units. So, we can change kilogram to gram. So, 2 kg is equal to 2000 gram. So, 2000 is to 300. We can reduce the zeros, 2 zeros here, 2 zeros here. So, it is 20 is to 3. Now, fifth one, the ratio of two quantities is unitless. So, the ratio will never have any units. Let's get started with practice set 4.1, page 61 of your textbook. Question 1. From the following pairs of numbers, find the reduced form of ratio of the first number to the second. Now, first question is 72 upon 16. Now, numbers dividing numerator as well as denominator are 2, 4, 6, 12. Means they are the factors of these two numbers. Taking the highest possible number to divide or reduce the ratio is 12. Right. So, I can divide this by 12, 72 upon 16, we get 6 upon 5, that is 6 is to 5. Second question, 38 and 57. Ratio of 38 to 57 is 38 upon 57 and both are divisible by 19. So, 38 divided by 19, we get 2 upon 3. So, ratio is 2 is to 3. Now, 52, 78. Ratio of 52 to 78 is 52 upon 78. 52 upon 78, both are divisible by 26. So, 2 upon 3, that is 2 is to 3. Question number 2. Find the reduced form of the ratio of the first quantity to the second. Now, it is 700 rupees and 308 rupees. So, ratio of 700 rupees to 308 rupees is 700 upon 308. So, we divide, both are divisible by 28. And we get the answer as 25 upon 11. We have to keep on dividing till we get the reduced form, that further it is not divisible by the same number. Now, question 2, sub question 2, 14 rupees and 12 rupees 40 paise. Now, here the units are different. To change the rupees into paise, as both of the terms should have the same unit. Now, here it is rupees and paise and here it is only rupees. So, now we have to change this into paise. Now, 14 rupees to paise is 1 rupee, you know, is equal to 100 paise. So, 14 rupees multiplied by 100 is 1400 paise. Now, this was the first term. Now, second term will be 12 rupees 40 paise. So, 12 into 100 plus 40. Now the 40 paise it is, so we are changing this to paise, rupees into paise. So 1200 paise plus 40 paise is 1240 paise. Now ratio of 1400 to 1240, that is 1400 upon 1240 is equal to 1. We can reduce the zeros, then now we have got the value 140 upon 124. Further, both of them are divisible by 4, so we have got the lowest form or reduced form as 35 upon 31, and ratio will be 35:31. Sub question 3, question 2, 5 liters 2500 milliliters. Again they are different unit, this is milliliter and this is liter. So first term we have to change it to milliliters. So 5, as we know 1 liter is 1000 milliliters, so 5 multiplied by 1000 give us 5000 milliliters. Second term is 2500 milliliters. So ratio of 5000 milliliters to 2000 milliliters is 5000 upon 2000, reduced to 2 zeros, that is means dividing the fraction by 100. So 50 upon 25 is left to us, so 50 upon 25 they are again further divisible by 25, where we get the ratio as 2, fraction as 2 upon 1, we can write it as 2:1. Question 2, sub question 4, 3 years 4 months. Here the again units are different, okay, here, and 5 years 8 months. Now we have to change years into months and add up months into this. Here also change years into months and add up months into this. So 3 years is equal to, we know 1 year is equal to 12 months, so 3 into 12 is equal to 36 months, and plus 4 months gives us 40 months. Then now 5 years 8 months, 5 years is equal to 5 into 12, which is equal to 60 months, plus 8 months, 60 plus 8 is 60. Now ratio of 40 months to 68 months, 40 upon 68, 40 divided by, both are divisible by 4, so we get 10 upon 17, ratio is 10:70. Sub question 5, question 2, 3.8 kg and 1900 gram. Again different units are there, so you have to convert into same units. So 3.8 into 1000, we multiply by 1000 because 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. So here we get 3.8 into 1000 will give us 38, multiply by 1 is 38, and 1 2 3 zeros, 1 2 3 zeros, 1 decimal place, so 1 decimal place, it is 3800 gram. So ratio of 3800 gram and 1900 gram, so we will write in fraction form, reduce 2 zeros, 38 upon 19, then again 38 upon 19 divisible by 19, so we get 2:1 as the ratio. Question 2, sub question 6, 7 minutes 20 seconds and 5 minutes 6 seconds. Again we have different units, that is minutes and seconds, so we have to convert into same units. So 7 minutes 20 seconds, now you know 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, so 7 into 60 plus 20, which gives us here, this is 6 sevens of 42, 420 plus 20 for 40 seconds. Then again 5 minutes 6 seconds we have to write, then 5 into again 60 plus 6, 5 6 is 30, 300, 6 306, and a ratio of 440 seconds is to 306 seconds. So for 40 upon 306 they are divisible by 2, so we get 220 upon 103. Now further it is not divisible, so this is the ratio, 220 is to 108. Let's come to question number 3. Express the following percentage as ratio in reduced form. Okay, so 75:100, we can write this as 75 upon 100, 75 divided by 25, we know very well they are divisible by 25, so we get 3 upon 4, 3:4, 44 upon 100, both are divisible by 4, So 11 upon 25, 11 is to 25. 6.25%. Percent means per 100. So 6.25 upon 100. Now here, to remove this decimal, we have to add up 2 zeros. As it is 2 decimal place, so add up 2 zeros in the denominator. So 100 here, and for decimal, as we do not want decimal in the numerator, so we'll write 2 zeros in the denominator. Here now we have got 625 upon 10,000. Then divisible by 25, we get 25 upon 400. Further, this is divisible again by 25, or you can divide this again by 25 upon 400, divide by 25, which is equal to 1 upon 16. Ratio is 1 is to 16. Now 52 upon 100 is divisible by 4. So when we divide, it is 13 upon 25. 13 is to 25 is the ratio. Now 0.64% means 0.64 upon 100. When percent comes, we need to write denominator 100. Now as 2 decimal place, so along with 100 we can add up 2 zeros to remove the decimal. So 64 divided by 4 upon 10,000 divided by 4 give us 16 upon 2,500. Now further, this is also divisible by 4. So 16 divided by 4 upon 2,500, we get 4 upon 625. So the ratio is 4 is to 625. Let's come to question number 4. Three persons can build a small house in 8 days. To build the same house in 6 days, how many persons are required? Let us assume that X men will be required to construct a house in 6 days. Now here the days have reduced, so we need more workers. So number of men is equal to X, which we have assumed, and 3 persons. That is 6 days here, and X upon 6, and then 3 people require 8 days to build a house. So we'll write in this form. Number of men is X, and number of men is 3, and number of days are 6 for X and 8 for 3. As the sum is inverse proportion, we know that if more people are added to do the same piece of work, it can be done in less number of days. So it is a kind of inverse proportion. So X into 6 is equal to 3 into 8. So X is equal to 3 into 8. We reduce this. 3 ones are 3 twos are. We get 8 upon 2. Again we reduce this by 2. We get 4. So hence 4 men are required to build the same house in 6 days. Let's come to question number 5. Convert the following ratio into percentage. Now we need to convert second term to 100. So here, because they say percentage, means we will convert second term to 100 only. But naturally we have to multiply numerator also with the same number with which we are multiplying denominator. So 15 upon 25 is equal to 15 into 4, because 25 4s is 100. So as denominator is multiplied by 4, numerator also has to be multiplied by 4. So 60 upon 100, 60%. So 47 is to 50. Now here 52 is 100. So denominator multiply by 2, numerator also multiply by 2. So 94 upon 100, 94%. Question 5, sub question 3. Seven upon 10. So 7 upon 10 into 10 upon 10 gives 70 upon 100, 70%. 546 upon 600. Now we have to change this to 100. So we can divide this fraction by 6. So 546 divided by 6 is equal to 600 divided by 6, we get 100. So 91%. 7 upon 16. Now here 7 upon 16 we multiply it by 100, so that we get 1600. When we multiply this by 100, we can reduce further this, that is 4 by 4, 25 4s, 4 25 is 100 and 4 4s are 16. Now we have got fraction 7 upon 4 into 25 upon 100. We get 175 upon 400. Now this 175 upon 400 we can divide it by 4 so that we get 100. So 175 divided by 4 is 43.75 upon 100. So percentage is 43.75. Now question 6. The ratio of ages of Abha and her mother is 2:5. At the same time of Abha's birth, her mother's age was 27 years. Find the present ages of both. Now let the common multiple of the ratios be here 2x. So the ratio of ages of Abha and her mother is 2:5. This is given. So their ages are now, we'll multiply the ratios with x, which we have taken it as common multiple. So 2 into x years and 5 into x years. As per the given condition, it is at the time of the birth, that is 5x minus 2x is equal to 27. So 3x is equal to 27. Now Abha's present 3x is equal to 27 and x is equal to 27 upon 3, x is equal to 9. Now Abha's age is 2x, so 2 into 9 is equal to 18 and mother's age is 5x, that is 5 into 9, that is 45 years. Abha's present age is 18 and mother's present age is 45. Let's come to question number 7. Present ages of Vatsala and Sara are 14 years and 10 years respectively. After how many years the ratio of their ages will become 5:4? Now let x be the number of years for which the ratio of their ages be 5:4. So present age of Vatsala is 14 years and present age of Sara is 10 years. After x years, that is in future, Vatsala's age will be 14 plus x years and Sara's age will also be 10 plus x years. So ratio of ages as per the condition 14 plus x upon 10 plus x is equal to 5:4, what they have given in the question. So it is 5 upon 4. So we will cross multiply here. So 4 into 14 plus x and 5 into 10 plus x. 14 4s is 56, 4 into x 4x, 5 10s are 50, 5 into x is 5x, and bring the numbers to the left hand side. So 56 minus 50 and 5x, variables on the right hand side 4x. So 56 minus 56, 5x minus 4 is x, therefore x is equal to 6. So after 6 years the ratio of their ages will be 5:4. Question 8, that is the last sum of this exercise. The ratio of present ages of Rehana and her mother is 2:7. After 2 years, the ratio of their ages will be 1:3. What is Rehana's present age? Let the common multiple of the given ratio be x. So the ratio of present age of Rehana and her mother is 2:7 is given. So present ages will be, we'll multiply with common multiple which we have taken. So 2 into x, 2x is to 7 into x, 7x. After 2 years, Rehana's age will be 2x plus 2 and even her mother's age will be 7x plus 2. So according to the given condition, 2x plus 2 upon 7x plus 2 is equal to, ratio is given to us as 1:3, so 1 upon 3. Again we will cross multiply, 3 into 2x plus 2 and 1 into 7x plus 2 will be the same. 3 into 2 is 6x, 3 2s is 6 is equal to 7x plus 2. So here 6 minus 2 and 7x minus 6. So here 7x minus 6 is x, 6 minus 2 is 4, so x is equal to 4. Now Rehana's age is 2x. We have got value of x as 4. So 2 into 4 is equal to 8. So present age of Rehana is 8 years. They have asked only Rehana's age, so we will write only Rehana's age. That's all for this video. Wait for my next video for the next part of the ratio of proportion. Till then, bye.